Few athletic events capture the imagination quite like the long jump. The combination of speed, technique, and raw power creates a spectacle where athletes seem to defy gravity, launching themselves into the air and stretching their bodies toward impossible distances. When it comes to women's long jump, the magic is amplified, not only because of the athleticism on display, but also because of the grace, beauty, and intensity with which female athletes approach the sport. Women's long jump is more than just a contest of distance. It is an exhibition of artistry and power. Each leap tells a story of preparation, confidence, and determination. And as fans watch these athletes soar across the sandpit, it's impossible not to be captivated by the magic of the moment. The unique challenge of the long jump. At its core, the long jump is deceptively simple. Sprint down a runway, hit the board, and fly as far as possible into the sand. But the simplicity hides a world of complexity. The event requires a perfect blend of speed, timing, and explosive strength. One misstep on the runway, one poorly timed takeoff, and an athlete can lose precious centimeters that make the difference between victory and disappointment. For women, the challenge is the same as for men, but the way it unfolds has its own distinctive elegance. The strides are rhythmic, the transition from sprint to jump looks seamless, and the airborne moment often feels like a dance between athleticism and art. Speed meets precision. One of the most mesmerizing aspects of women's long jump is the runway sprint. Athletes must build up incredible momentum, often reaching near sprinter speeds, all while controlling their stride pattern to ensure they hit the takeoff board with absolute precision. Too early and the jump loses distance. Too late, and it's a foul. This combination of speed and control makes the event thrilling to watch. Fans often hold their breath as the athlete approaches the board, knowing that in those final steps lies the success or failure of the attempt. And when everything clicks, the transition from sprint to flight is a moment of pure magic. The flight. What happens after takeoff is where the true poetry of women's long jump reveals itself. Athletes launch into the air, legs driving, arms propelling, bodies arching. For a split second, time seems to stand still. The crowd collectively gasps as the athlete glides through the air, pushing the limits of what the human body can achieve. Different techniques, the hang, the hitch kick, add variety to how athletes control their flight. Yet no matter the method, the result is the same. A breathtaking moment where power becomes grace. It's not just about reaching a far distance. It's about making that flight look effortless, even as the body works with every muscle to stretch toward the sand. The landing. If the takeoff is power and the flight is beauty, the landing is pure drama. Athletes hurl themselves forward, trying to extend their reach with every last bit of momentum. The sand explodes upon impact, marking the exact point where magic meets measurement. Fans wait for the official distance, knowing that centimeters often separate champions from challengers. The landing is not just the conclusion of a jump, it's the final punctuation to a story told in less than 10 seconds. The icons of the event. Throughout history, women's long jump has been graced by legendary athletes whose performances still inspire awe. Names like Heike Drexler, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, and Brittany Reese have left indelible marks on the sport, showcasing not only record-breaking jumps, but also unforgettable moments of athletic artistry. These icons represent the evolution of women's athletics. Each leap forward is not just a personal achievement, but a step toward greater recognition for women in track and field. Their performances remind us that the magic of long jump lies not only in distance, but in legacy. The global stage. Events like the Olympic Games and World Championships bring women's long jump to the forefront of global attention. Millions tune in to watch athletes compete for medals, knowing that one spectacular leap can define a career. The atmosphere in these competitions is electric. The hush before a jump, the roar of the crowd as the athlete soars, the eruption when a record is broken. It is on these stages that the true magic of women's long jump shines brightest. The blend of personal ambition, national pride, and athletic artistry creates moments that live on in the memories of fans long after the sand has settled.